Do it. Fuck them niggas, yeah, they really frauds. Prove it. It's a perfect day to be a boss. Do it.
What up, OTnT coming to you. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for taking the time out your day to just, listen to me talk for a couple minutes. Listen to me talk for a few minutes, see what I have to say. I appreciate you. I hope my voice resonates well with your soul and gives you good vibes. And, you can be engaging when I feel like disgusting. So I feel like I'll just start off with introducing myself a little bit and, letting y'all know who I am a little bit, as far as you guys will get to know me more as I drop my episodes and whatnot, but just the basis, just to get some basics down for you guys, just understand who I am. So my name is OT of Hadrian, and I live in Denver, Colorado currently. And I've been raised here my whole life, actually. But originally, I was born in Togo. That's in West Africa, and Lomé is a city. Yeah, my whole family originates from there. Well, actually, my mom's mom is from Togo, and my dad's dad is from Togo, and my dad's mom is from Ghana, and my mom's dad is from Benin, and those are all like those three countries. They all just border each other right there on the west side of Africa. So that's the quick uh, basis of where I'm from and what my heritage, I guess, real quick. But it's kind of extensive. I have a large family and long family history that goes back to other countries and stuff and whatnot. But yeah, race came here when I was actually interesting story. I came here on my fourth birthday. We actually like got here to take a journey to come to America. And actually, I remember this is one of my first prominent memories and like earliest memories I can remember really, really well was because, well, my birthday is also the Independence Day of my country, Togo. So, like, equivalent to 4th of July in the US, April 27th is equivalent to uh, the Independence Day of Togo, which was only April 27th, 1971, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, somewhere around that time. Oh yeah, and I probably didn't even tell you guys when I was born. I was born in April 27th, 1999. So yeah, it was a busy day. It was Independence Day. It was my birthday, and it was actually a going away party. So it was like mashed up three into one, jumped it all up into one. And we were just having this party and we were just having fun and you know, da da da, whatever. It gets to be the end of the night, and this is like I could just remember my uncle. I believe it was my uncle Lolo. I can't remember which one it was, but he was really tall, like 6'6", 6'5". And I remember just going up to the airplane and like from what I remember, and I'm pretty sure it's still like this in different places, like outside of the US, like as far as like Germany or Europe or Africa. So like you really don't. It's not like a terminal in America where like you go through the security gates, you check your bags, check your bags and go through the security gate, and you're waiting out there, and then you walk onto the through the little tunnel thing to into your airplane. So like you pretty much drive a bus, and this I can't remember how if he like just got to the airport, and I'm pretty sure I can't remember exactly how when I was four, but the only reason why I can kind of explain it is because when I traveled when I was about like eight, eight and like 10, I believe, 8, 9, 10 around those ages. I kind of remember more in Germany how we had to like take a bus to get there. Anyway, that's all besides the point. So we're there, and I'm looking up at this gigantic international plane. So you think of a huge plane, and it's way up there. And I'm looking up there, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Okay. And honestly, looking back, my anxiety, my fear was these stairs, they're so huge and they're so like spacious in between them. I'm gonna get all the way to the top, and I'm gonna drop through that mud, and I'm gonna motherfucking die. Yeah, that's like, that's pretty much exactly what I was thinking as a kid. And I was like, hell no. Fuck America, man. I'm trying to stay here. I ain't going nowhere. No, I was crying. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to leave. But just like because my dad had already came out there to try to establish himself and find a place for us to live, and find ways to be financially stable and building himself to be able to bring us out here. And at the time, it was me, my older brother, and my mom. So, my uncle's like, come on, you don't want to go see your dad? Like, your dad is over there, overseas, and yada 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 XYZ, but I just don't care. And I think we came to a solution, and that he finally was like, okay, or something. I don't know what, but end of the story. I felt a lot more comfortable and not scared going on my 6'5" uh, on the shoulder of my 6'5" uncle, and be like, "Yep, okay, carry me up there now. I feel safe. You want to drop me from up here? There's no chance of that. No chance of you falling through or nothing like that. But me, mm-mm." So he hella took me out to the um took me up there and got it situated and whatnot before they let him walk back off and whatever. But yeah, that was my first time. That was one of my first memories, and a memory of me first coming to America ever. And yeah, so I've been here my whole life ever since I was 4. It took us about like it was like a day journey if I remember correctly or not. Maybe like 12 hours total because we had to fly somewhere, get a connection, fly somewhere else, get another connection, and yeah, I don't remember too much, but I kind of just remember how my mom was navigating through the airport because she's really spoke no English, like literally no English. I commend my mom. She's a very strong woman and she's smart. And she like still was able to navigate and take us to safety and to meet with our dad, even though she didn't really speak English, couldn't read the signs. Just how to use words here and there, and speak French here and there, and whatnot. But yeah, so yeah, I pretty much spent my whole life here. Really didn't go anywhere except for like in high school. I lived in Omaha, Nebraska, and I went to Miller South High School. School, go Patriots. It's like no, but yeah, fucking yeah, I graduated from there. And yeah, other than that, I've really much spent my whole life in Denver, Colorado area. So yeah, pretty much, life throws its curveball, and it's not necessarily per se where I'd like to be right now and whatnot, but just starting to do this to just keep myself busy and put my words out there and just God forbid something happens, this is a place people can come hear my voice and my thoughts and how I feel about some things or opinions and whatnot. And, just kind of be like a digital diary in a way, or a digital personal journal, whatever you want to call it, however you want to look at it, type of deal. But yeah, just really hope this can help people think differently, have different perspective, given that like I'm pretty much like, well, I am an immigrant, but that how like going through the immigration system while still being, while still being treated as a black man in America, it has its interesting perspectives and viewpoints on whatnot and whatnot. So yeah, I just think that I should feel like something I should share. And you know, first episode, I really don't know what to talk about much, but just want to let you guys know who I am. 21 years old now. You know, got some dreams and goals. I'm sure we all do. And it's about just trying to stay positive and finding yourself, not standing still and being idle. And what I mean by standing still or being idle, really, really, what I mean by that is like being your biggest setback, being your own crutch. That's the word I should say. You know, like as we learn more about mental illnesses and mental health, and we learn how important it can be and how it can be detrimental and whatnot, for me, I want to learn how to just keep moving and keep going forward no matter what, whatever happens, find a way over to overcome and keep going because, you know, for people who suffer with depression, anxiety, and just a lot of self-doubt and insecurities, being idle is one of the worst things you could do, because when you're just stuck in this place, this I call it myself, what I call this a dungeon or the abyss. It's kind of like that's when I don't know how you guys feel about it, but this is my podcast, so I'm gonna obviously tell y'all my beliefs and what I think and whatnot. But I think that's demons' perfect those. Let me rephrase that. I think when you're idle and you're just stuck and you feel like you have nothing to do and nothing's going right, those are the times when that demons and external factors come and attack you the worst. And that's when they know you're most vulnerable, is because they already see you self doubting. Well, let me rephrase that again. They already see you sitting in self doubt and not encouraged and motivated to fulfill who you're truly destined to become to fulfill. And to me, that's something I'm learning how to deal with a lot, And by me, all means, when I speak on something, I'm never an expert or professional on anything. And I'm always open to learn and to give more info and input. And this is merely perspective based. Okay, not just merely. And depending on what I'm talking about, obviously, I could provide some facts and, info and links maybe to look up and whatnot. But as far as this specifically, this is just my advice that I'm trying to give from what I've learned with and I've compelled from close friends and family talking and dealing with, and that's just what I'm trying to put out forth. So to me, like that's what I mean. So when I speak about stuff like that, and it sounds like sound like an expert or over too much. Promise you, I'm not in over my head that much. I'm actually insecure in that aspect. I don't like feeling like a know-it-all because I'm really not. There's so much to know and to be known in this on this earth and within people and life and spirits and energy and everything. So yeah, please don't think I'm an expert. But yeah, so pretty much, that's speaking on being idle is just like that's what's made me not do this podcast or even my first episode for so long. Like literally over a year ago, I've had this aha moment. I was like, that'd be something fun to do, pass off my time, Maybe people will listen, maybe people not. But at the end of the day, this is something I just want to do. Put my voice out there, whatever. Put some thoughts out there and just go with the flow. And over that year, I should have been started. When I had that, I should have started the next day. Literally, I know that sounds crazy, but whatever, next week, whatever. But because I was being idle and in dungeon and per se under attack, and it still am. Always happens, I'm learning to cope with it, learn how to deal with, the bouts of life and demons and whatnot. But that led me to just being insecure. Oh, it's stupid. People gonna make fun of you. No one's gonna listen. Da da da. And all of those, like, I'm saying it, and then I tell myself, I don't care. Who cares? I don't care. Like everything I just said, I'm like, I really don't care because that's why I'm like, who gives a fuck what anyone else is gonna say? I'm doing this shit for me, and if anyone else, God first, and the reason why I say God is because God is my whole existence as being. So for anyone, I'm doing it for God first and me second. Just to have my thoughts out there and anything. But because I was idle in those dungeons, those demons used that to win the battle every time. Even though I would right out there negate it with some, with some confidence. Oh, excuse me. The demons would win. It feel like they would still be like, nope. Yeah, you're stupid. Yeah, like you just come on, now. You're just thinking that. And whatever it is, if it's not demons, whether it be your parents, your sibling, closest friends, people on, excuse me, ooh, people on the internet, whatever it is, there's gonna be some external factors trying to keep you down and push you down. So all in all, I want y'all to rise over that, and I will be rising together every day, day in and day out, taking it day by day, and to just not be idle, because that's what stopped me from starting this podcast and even doing this. Even when I created my Anchor account, I created a Facebook page, all of that had some idea there that I just would not do it just because, well, I really had no good reason. That's plenty of time, what I'm saying? That's time to do it, Maybe, I would, self doubt myself or make myself insecure. It's going to sound stupid. It's not going to be good enough as the people who's been doing this shit for 5 years. Well, duh, OT, it's fucking, they've been doing it for 5 years. This is fucking take one. It's my first shot, stuff like that. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And by the way, I promise, guys, I'm going to get way better at this. I kind of suck right now, but if there's a will, there's a way, and nothing is impossible with Jesus Christ and some hard work, some elbow grease, or whatever the hell the saying goes. So, yeah, you know, But yeah, I'm definitely gonna get better and, put in more work, try to focus on consistency and dropping more often, 2 times a week, at least once a week for sure. At least once a week. I have to make a podcast at least once a week. But stuff like that. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for taking your times out y'all's day. You know what I'm saying? Peace be with y'all. Love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Sending peace and love and light towards you. And let's get motivated and continue, to complete and fulfill what we know we need to fulfill. In the name of Jesus. Be gone. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a blessed day.